Okay, I'm back again, wrestling fans. Just reading on the internet reports about TNA already wanting to turn Ric Flair Face, which, for those of you who don't know, is a good guy. And it pisses me off because from the beginning I was against the pairing of Ric Flair and AJ Styles. I knew what it was going to do, and it succeeded. It took away any credibility that AJ Styles had built up over the last 7, almost 8 fucking years, and put all the focus on Ric Flair. Ric Flair in a wheelchair. Ric Flair attacking this guy. Ric Flair cutting a promo that he's so fucking stoned you can't even fucking understand. Uh, there was little to no focus on AJ Styles and his world title reign. It was a focus of Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair's WWF Hall of Fame rings. It shows how much faith you have in your champion, TNA, you fucking dumbasses. And I feel bad. I mean, I don't like that I have to come out here and shit on TNA so goddamn much, but man, they give me so many fucking reasons to. I'm sick and tired of Ric Flair. Said that again. Count how many times I say Ric Flair in this fucking video since it's about his bitch ass. I will commend him on one thing. At least he is at the moment declining the change to a face. I say go for it. Fucking make him face. Get him as far away from AJ Styles as possible and let AJ Styles shine on his own. Besides Christopher Daniels, Styles is the best guy they got, and they got rid of one of them. If they get rid of Styles, I'll really be pissed because he's been there since day one. I mean, he's wrestled for every promotion there is, basically, that WWF worked for, WCW worked for, ECW worked for, Ring of Honor worked for, TNA currently works for, and is getting shit on every chance he gets just because he voices his opinion. And the management doesn't quite agree on it too goddamn much, but I mean, look what they've done with him, man. Every time they give him a title run, they make him out to look so weak and just like he's a lackey to everyone that they put him in the ring with, which is bullshit. Or, I'm sorry, not in the ring with, but associated with. He was a lackey for Angle, a lackey for Flair, a lackey for Jarrett. In the early days with the Vince Russo Sex Faction, the Sports Entertainment Extreme for you fans that weren't watching back in 2003, 2004 era. He was a lackey of one Vince Russo who had to get some airtime. But, again, my mind wanders, so I get a little off track, but back to complaining about Ric Flair. Flair has always been the type of guy to associate himself with talent that is far better than him to make himself look good. Hey, you can't argue with that, but don't call yourself the greatest in the game, or what's his line? To be the man, you gotta beat the man. It's the better man making you look good, you fucking piece of goddamn shit. Look at the Four Horsemen, man. Tully Blanchard better than Flair. Arn Anderson better than Flair. Ole Anderson better than Flair. Chris Benoit better than Flair. Brian Pillman better than Flair. I mean, if you look at the stable of the Four Horsemen and you cut it right down the middle, I would say you got a 50-50 chance of half the people in the group were better than Flair, and the other half were used to make Flair look good because they were so goddamn bad. But I don't know. He did his in the 80s. Good for him. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame for what he did in the past. In the present, he hasn't done jack shit. He's a 60-something-year-old man that needs to retire. Yes, I know he needs the money, but take a backstage role, a managerial role, um, where you're not overshadowing the competitor. True manager is meant to help the wrestler he's managing shine. Look at Bobby the Brain Heenan, man, probably, and Captain Lou Albano. They knew how to do their job and stay for the most part in the background, other than being the voice for said competitor. Ric Flair is, and this is a fuck, I can't think of the word. I guess one of his sad tributes. He's such a big former star that it's hard for him to take a background seat, but he should make his effort to do so, especially when you're managing probably a wrestler that at his worst is better than you've ever been, you fucking piece of shit Dick Flair motherfucker. And that is AJ Styles. He's better than Flair, always has been, always will be. I can say the same thing about the retirement match with Shawn Michaels. A lot of people pissed off about it, but Shawn's better than Flair ever was. Flair, at best, is mediocre. He's better than Hogan, which isn't saying much. He can hold his own in the ring and can cut, in his day, amazing promos. His promos are shit now. And he's very, very charismatic. It takes little for him to get fans' attention. But he is not a great professional wrestler. Never has been. Never will be. And in my opinion, shouldn't have an on-air role. Maybe, if anything, like a Piper's Pit. An interview segment where he still has his highlights and it takes away from his lowlights. But again, Flair, fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. I'm out.